Alex here. This is now step 4 of 7 steps on how to find, recruit an endless supply of salespeople and to make them profitable. There's various steps that we've done already, getting the internal structure ready in your company to take the new people. Now, on this step 4, we're looking at how to set up what I call applicant magnets. So you need that endless supply coming in. As we've already said, to grow your company scale, the best type of people for various reasons are the juniors, trainees, the new entrant level that you can mold and gear and put into your system and make them successful on your channel of success, your conveyor belt from starter to productive in a really quickly time. But you've got to get people coming in. Now, there's a few tricks that I can share with you from being a recruitment agent, but it actually varies from country to country. In the UK, where I'm talking from now, the whole recruitment industry is geared to recruitment agencies. So if you're in the UK, the best way to do it is when you go to job boards, the big name job boards, the CV libraries, the Monsters, the Total Jobs, the job sites, these sort of companies, buy the adverts in bulk. You can do it through a media buyer or you can do it directly through them. You will get agency level discounts, big discounts on buying 50 or 100 adverts at a time. So it actually becomes, if you're recruiting 2 or 3 people even over a year, it's actually going to be very cost effective to do it that way. Now, in some countries like Australia, for example, it's not geared to recruitment agencies. They've only got one real job board, which is like 98% of the market. And you have to think a bit differently. Additionally to that, Facebook should be used. Facebook takes a bit more involvement because you've got to get a whole process, a funnel of applicant to not just a straightforward advert. You need some links to get to them, to show them videos and job descriptions on your company and apply at various stages. So you can gear that to your website and do it. It needs more work. But Facebook's great because you can target exactly the sort of people we're looking for. The right age, the right area, location near to you, the background, even the interest and hobbies and sports is absolutely key, which you can do on Facebook to get exactly the sort of people. Set up a machine that gets applicants coming, because if you're scaling, you want it really flowing all of the time. You always want new applicants coming in. And we're looking to process numbers. Get used to the idea of not placing one advert and for, it can be anything like £200 one advert and see how it goes. Buy in bulk and get those adverts for £20 instead of 200 and actually release them with slightly different job titles, put the location in a different way. Because you've got to gear up to what people might put into a search engine to find your job. So if you're in a small village in a county of Sussex or something, they probably won't put that up. You've got to put into the job descriptions or the advert something that they're going to look for. You also need to load the advert with keywords like sales, 3 or 4 times in there to make sure it does come up and do it. You also need to release them different days. The midweek tends to be better than weekends, and there's certain hours of the day which are quite good. Sunday evening can be a good time to release adverts, but you need a string of them. And once you've written the templates for your adverts, and you can get them going. Always have the questions, by the way, at the end of the adverts, because they will pre-filter the wrong people. And also on the adverts, have them going to a job description, which we have found really helps getting the better people and a higher applicant rate. So there's some couple of things that you have to do there. Always baffles me in some companies that we work with that if you employ an HR person, typically in companies they employ an HR person to do their recruitment, and that HR person rings recruitment agencies. So the company finishes up paying twice for the same person. I've never really understood that, and recruiters don't tend to understand it, but if they're being paid, it's they're quite happy. So gear up and get tight, get your own system going. It takes a bit of upfront work, but once you've got a system, you're not changing the adverts, you're not changing the job description, you're not changing the system. Track what works, feed it back, and keep it doing. Buy in bulk from all the resources in your market that you can do. And because you need to have multiple adverts, not just one, to actually start trawling it. You can also buy into CV databases and have an email shot of people in a geographical area. The job boards will offer you that service quite cheaply. In fact, that's a really good way of doing it. So that's what you need to do. Buy the adverts in bulk, use Facebook, and make your recruitment process as automated as you possibly can. So you want a whole funnel of job descriptions, videos, career pages, so that when somebody applies, they're not ringing in you and disturbing you and stopping you working day in, day out, with questions that you could have answered multiple times on one video. So have an automated process and filtering, and that's what you need to do to get your applicant magnets really working. So spend some time. It's not complicated, it's not rocket science. Buy in bulk, spread the adverts, get the keywords in, use Facebook, use other social media, which can be quite good and competing now with the job boards. Even LinkedIn sometimes can be quite good, but Facebook would be better at the present time. So have fun with that, progress and prosper, get your step 4 sorted, and I'll take you to what we're doing when we get those applicants in step 5. So I'll see you shortly on the next video. Cheers for now.